My name is Sean, aka Prep Mode.
My name is Joshua Gerard, aka Josh Gerard.
And today we're doing reviews on beard arsenals in the Stix, First Aid Beard Oil,
and also their First Aid Beard Balm.
Beard Arsenal is owned by Andrew Noble and is based in West Harrison, Indiana, which borders Ohio and is also really close to Kentucky. It's in that tri-state area. It's a really beautiful area.
I know I've driven through parts of all those states, but I don't think I've ever been to that local area. So yeah, that's interesting. Something new.
When I looked it up online, the population's only like under 300 people. Andrew, or Drew as you may know him, Drew Noble, is a member of the Bearded Rebellion. He contacted us and he was interested in having us check out some products and let him know what we think. So we got the products and now we'll let you know what we think. Even though he is a member of the Bearded Rebellion and there is a connection with both Josh and myself with the Bearded Rebellion, this is not going to be a biased review. We're going to be as unbiased and honest as possible as we are with every review. And there's no sponsorship or anything involved here. So we're just gonna call it as we see it.
Go away, paycheck.
So first off, let's start with in the Stix. This one comes in a half-ounce bottle. It's a glass bottle. We've got the dropper, and I'll move it there so you can see the coloration of it. You know, just a slight yellow tint to it. This one is described on the website as a smoky, woodsy blend with spicy frankincense undertone, also with hints of cedar, campfires, and earthy tones. The spicy frankincense. That's really what I get from it. I don't really get the cedar, but yeah, like this one for me, spicy frankincense.
For me, I picked up a lot more of the campfire. And I think that's more because that's something I love to do on the weekends, is have a little campfire set outside. Usually there's a little more nighttime, but right now we have constant daylight, so I'll be out there until midnight and it's still just a fire in the day. But for the most part, I'm very used to that smell, so it's the very first distinctual odor that I pick up from it. There are the slight undertones for me of the other smells, but definitely pick up that burning wood. That's huge for me. Love it. Smells great for me. I like it.
I am a huge fan of frankincense. Frankincense is not a cheap oil at all. It is not a cheap oil. That being said, though, it doesn't have a long-lasting scent. Just frankincense in general, like, doesn't really stick around that long. And the same was true with the last beard oil that incorporated frankincense that I tried. It's a fantastic scent, but it doesn't stick around that long. This one, I love this because it is a spicy take. So for me, I kind of get like a, almost like a frankincense and like a black pepper, mix. That's kind of what I get from it. I love the scent. My wife loves the scent. When I first got it, I opened it up, smelled it. I was like, oh, I said to my wife, like, you got to smell this. She smelled it. She loved it also. The only thing I can say about this is that I really wish the scent lasted longer.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
This is a scent I would love to be able to wear all day and keep with me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Most of the ones that we have tried that have the woodsy flavor or smell, not all of them real marathon unless they have something a carrier oil, as you call it, that will really hold that in. So something I would wear if you weren't planning, like if you're going to work, I wouldn't wear it because it's not something you're gonna, unless you're gonna really go to work and reapply it as well. This would be something if you're going shopping or you're going out for a few hours. That's when I would wear it.
Couple hours is about the max of what I get from it. But where you said you wouldn't wear it to work, this is where I will disagree, and I will say that I would suggest this one for people who are going to work because it is such a light scent.
Oh yeah.
And because it doesn't have a radius to it, this is one that is going to be safe to wear around pretty much anyone.
Safe for work.
Yeah, it's going to be safe for work.
Yeah.
So if you are working around people or around other people, or as Josh has mentioned before, being in enclosed spaces with people for extended periods of time, this is going to be a very safe one for you. But at the same time, when you get out of the shower and when you're applying your beard products and stuff, this is going to give you that clean, refreshing scent. This is going to definitely wake you up, give you that pop of scent. And like I said, I love the frankincense smell, and I love this spicy angle on the frankincense.
I think this is the first time I've worn one with a frankincense.
This is the first time for you, yeah.
I do like it. Like I said, I still pick up more of the woodsy smell, but the undertone for it just really blends together well.
Well, frankincense, in essence, has a earthy, woodsy smell.
Yeah.
So yeah, I totally see exactly why you're picking that up. Now, it's not going to smell necessarily like a specific, like a pine or a cedar or something like that, but it is a earthy, woodsy smell. So yeah, I totally understand the campfire element.
I love that smell alone, so this already puts it up there for me.
As far as the thickness of the oil, I would put it on the light side of a medium. It absorbs nicely into my skin, into the beard. Doesn't leave a oily residue behind. But like I said, the scent, if you're looking for something that has like a marathon scent, you're probably going to want to look for something else, and probably something that has something in addition to that frankincense essential oil. Speaking of essential oils, let me go through the ingredients. So for the ingredients, we have sweet almond oil, jojoba oil, fractionated coconut oil, vegetable glycerin, vitamin E oil, and a blend of essential oils for scent. So there you go.
Pretty simple.
Yeah.
And it works well. So that's up my alley.
Yeah.
I like it. Yeah, keep it short and simple.
I believe it is also available in a full 1 ounce bottle. At the time when we received the products, everything was still kind of in the, I guess you might want to call it like a pre-launch stage. So the products were available for sale directly through Andrew, and they were available on Facebook. But the website, by the time you're watching this right now, the website's going to be fully operational and ready for you to make some purchases. And that is, I'll throw it out now, www.beardarsenal.net. Yeah, I know he's going to be working on some more products coming out soon. He's also got beard butter. He's also got beard combs.
Good way to start.
Yeah. Speaking of other products, let's move on to the First Aid beard oil.
That was my segue.
The first thing about the First Aid that I'm going to note is this awesome red bottle. It's a very, very cool red bottle. Unfortunately, in shipping, the seal on the rubber part of the dropper here, it came unsealed, or maybe it's just the style of it. But it did leak, and so since then, I have had some leakage from it. But I'll show you. Again, we have the color of the oil right there. I would describe this one also as being on the light side of a medium thick oil, and again absorbs super well really into my beard, into my skin. Online it's described as a chameleon scent. Some people get lemon drops, some people get lavender. Some people have noticed that it changes throughout the day. I definitely get the lemon drops. That's what I get from it. Like when you think of lemon drop hard candies, and when you open that bag and you get that scent, that's what I get from it.
Grandma's lemon drop candy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I remember those.
The old school, lemon drop candies, yeah. For scent, I'm gonna take a swing, and I'm gonna go with lemongrass, with bergamot, and there might even be like a hint, like a small hint of the black pepper, like I kind of get from the In the Stix. Yeah.
So this is where you can tell that we definitely give out an honest review, is because I couldn't really pick out a distinctive scent with this one, and I guess my nose picks up different things better because we tried out some different scents just to make sure that my nose was working completely, and I could not quite grasp anything from it. I guess the most that I picked up was a little bit of the lemon, and so that one of the hard candies, but much more mellow. So I don't know why. Maybe because it is such a chameleon scent that there is not one particular distinct scent that jumps out at me. It just, I can smell it. There's something there. I just didn't know what it was. I really just couldn't decipher what it was. So, but it's a good whole oil. It's that medium thickness. So, and I did like the fact that when I did apply it, it does, like, it melts into your hands. I was rubbing my hands together a little too fast. I think it heated up real quick. So put it in, and then I was kind of like, what do I do now? And a few minutes later, Hands are fine. It's the first time I haven't had to like go and get that oil off.
And you're big,
and I'm big on that.
Yeah, if you watch other videos, yeah, Josh has, like, I don't really mind the oil on my hand, I'll rub it in other places, But Josh has, he's got a thing with the oil, like leaving a residue on his hands. And yeah, so
this one, actually, that one part I did enjoy. If this had a more distinct smell for me, the oil itself I do enjoy because I haven't washed my hands and don't feel anything. I've worked in the dirt. I worked on the ship. I've done line work on line. I've done stuff with my hands, and I just really do not like oily residue on my hands. It's just a big thing for me. So that I absolutely enjoy. That's something different for me. So on that side of it, I like it. But on the scent side, just for me, there was nothing. I don't want to really apologize for it because it's just my nose, but I feel bad because I just can't pick anything up for it. So good and bad for that on me.
And like in the Stix, this is a very light scent. Mm-hmm. It is again, it's one that's going to be extremely safe to wear around pretty much anyone because you're going to get a couple hours at most as far as picking up the scent, and it's not one that has like a radius that you really need to worry about possibly affecting other people around you as far as their senses.
It's always going to depend person to person. So
yeah,
I like the Stix. The other one just didn't quite catch it. So
I will say I do prefer in the Stix as well. But I'm a big frankincense fan, and and I even told Drew, like, we were communicating back and forth, I really think frankincense is an underrated scent, and I really wish more beard oils would incorporate it.
It would make sense.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of the ones that we reviewed do have that woodsy, earthy smell, and there's an idea. Like, I mean, for new product line, great thinking. Great thinking on that. That means there's somebody he's thinking about this when he's putting it to the test. Yeah. So
let me give you the ingredients on the First Aid Beard Oil. We've got organic sweet almond oil, jojoba oil, coconut oil, vegetable glycerin, and a blend of natural oils and essential oils. And that's going to lead us into the next product, which is the Beard Arsenal Beard Balm. Check out the color. There you go. And as you can see, it's...
See, I caught this.
In this... So you caught this?
Yeah, I caught the scent down.
Okay.
I promise you I'm not crazy. It just... I can't pick it up. It's driving me nuts now.
So we got this awesome black matte tin. This comes in a 2-ounce tin. I know that when we received these products, Drew was still struggling with the stickers for the label. You can see it there. You're getting handcrafted products here. He's making this stuff. It's not mass produced, nothing like that. But I know he is working on developing the labels so that you have more of that clean circular cut. I said, like, even because this is such a cool, like, matte black, like sleek matte black tin, you could even go with like,
Oh, I was just thinking, like, if he got it into it, since it is, I love the matte, get one of those things you can basically kind of like almost stencil it.
Yeah, that's a cool idea too.
You don't even need the sticker.
Yeah, that's a really cool idea too. So, I was just going to say, like, you could even go with like a rectangular sticker going across, something like that, to where you wouldn't have to worry about those, those circular shaped cuts. Definitely some really, really cool options, that you could go with for the awesomely slick matte black tin. The ingredients on the Beard Balm are shea butter, sunflower oil, organic beeswax, almond oil, jojoba oil, coconut oil, vitamin E oil, and a blend of essential oils and other natural oils. I can smell that it is the First Aid scent, but it's a muted version of it because of the scent of beeswax.
I think I'm picking up the beeswax. That's what I'm smelling. Or maybe a little bit of the almond and what was the other one? The coconut. Almond and coconut mixed with that beeswax. I think that's what I'm picking up.
That scent definitely trumps the First Aid oil scent. It's a little harder in the tin than some other balms, but it emulsifies super easily.
That's probably from the beeswax itself.
It really has a light, medium, like on the light side of a medium hold. It does its job of controlling the flyaways. I don't get a lot of like hardcore control as far as being out in the wind or being active. It leaves my beard super soft at the end of the day. I see why Drew calls this first aid, because it does add a lot of hydration and conditioning to my beard, which I don't always get from beard balms.
For me, about the same. This one, I feel the scent does have a little bit of a radius. Like as soon as you open that tin up, it's boom, right in your face. The hold wise, I'd agree. You know, and it did actually, after I remember falling asleep with it in, and it was still felt nice and comfy. You know, when you're lying down on the bed on your pillow, and all of a sudden, you know, it's like, so it feels nice. So, not much to add as far as that goes, but for me, I could pick up this scent. Don't know what it is, but I do feel it has a radius. The smell does fade, much like the oil for me. So it's, again, I would say, as you put, safe for work. I get that eventually. And yeah, that's about what I have for it.
Okay. All right. All of these products, I feel, do a great job of hydrating and conditioning my beard and my skin. If you're not looking for like a super hard and defined hold from your beard balm, or if you're not looking for a super radius or a super strong or long-lasting scent, definitely give Beard Arsenal products a try.
I'd agree. Yeah, definitely agree. I'm gonna stick with the Stix as mine favorite on this one. And the balm, I do like the balm. It's I can actually smell it, so that one I enjoy. And like you said, it does emulsify quickly, and it seems to come out like when you open it up, you're like, ooh, maybe another one of those, scrape it out. And it's really not. Yeah. It's really not. You use it, you'll notice.
Yeah.
So that's my take on it.
For me personally, I would like a version of the Stix that did have a radius,
yes,
and did have more of that marathon aspect. I would absolutely love that. And I would also love a beard balm that had the Stix scent, you know, that had the same hydrating and conditioning properties,
yes,
but was the complementary balm to the Stix scent. I think that combination would be really, really nice also.
So agree with that one. I would the combination of both, because I'm a really big on if you have a very similar balm and oil, if you have both those in, it feels so great. Do that. Get on that. I like that idea.
You can hit up Beard Arsenal at www.beardarsenal.net. You can also find them on all your favorite social media platforms like Instagram, Facebook. I don't know. He might be on TikTok or Snapchat. I don't know. Maybe. The reason I bring that up is because we have a running thing now. We end up talking about social media at the end when I start plugging the the websites. But you never know. Check it out. Go. If you're on TikTok, look up Beard Arsenal.
You know, it's kind of funny because my friend down in Houston, his daughter's hilarious because basically she's just a spitting image of him. And he posted a video on TikTok. This guy just barely uses Instagram. He's okay with Facebook. And that's about it. So it was hilarious to see. And it was actually his daughter, I guess, makes the videos. And that he posts them on his Facebook, and it was just like her walking down, just basically it was staring at her feet, walking, and then all of a sudden it look up and it's him. And
what do you mean? What happened?
It was like the slap animation thing. I don't think she actually made contact with him, father and daughter, but it was.
So she bumped into him?
She pulled the camera up, and all of a sudden it was just like her hand reaches out and smacks in the face.
Oh, gotcha.
And it had that the sound bite of a slap.
Oh, okay. So, all right.
And I laughed, and I was like, oh no, I've watched an actual TikTok video.
It makes me think about how we always laugh at other people's expense. It seems like some of the things we laugh at the most, and some of the videos that get the most response are the ones where someone in some way, shape, or form gets hurt. Well, or Baby Shark. Yeah, I mean, no one got hurt. I hope no one got hurt in the making of Baby Shark. I mean, someone might have gotten hurt in the making of Baby Shark.
Yeah, but then that embarrassing moment.
I think people's ears have possibly gotten hurt since the making of Baby Shark.
Mine probably bled a little bit at some point.
check out this company, Beard Arsenal. If you're down in the tri-state area of Indiana, Ohio, Kentucky, maybe you're on a trip to Kings Island, hit him up. Maybe he'll meet up with you, bring you some product. You never know.
You're gonna be out that way. Anyways, just keep going, head towards Virginia and go into the Blue Ridge Mountains.
You could do that too.
There.
Kings Island used to have a Smurf ride. Back in the 80s, they had like one of those where you got on the boat and it took you through. It's kind of like the It's a Small World type concept, but it was the Smurfs. Yeah.
No, I don't think I've been there then. I would have probably remembered that.
Well, they got rid of it. I mean, they probably switched it out for something trendier, something more modern.
I mean, they came out with the Smurf movies not too long ago, right?
They did, but the Smurfs look different.
And you start to wonder about the Smurfs themselves. What is it about them?
Well, when you think about even through history, and different cultures have like the gnomes, trolls.
Man, even in Indonesia, they got like that really small, humanized kind of monkey thing. I don't know what it's called, but yeah. So, no, seriously,
Look,
it's
I'm gonna have to look that one up.
It's a cryptid, and I was huge into cryptids for so long.
Into what?
Cryptids.
Cryptids.
Yeah, like chupacabra.
Okay.
Yeah, they're all called cryptids.
See, he knows words I don't know. That's why he's here.
But I can't pronounce those ingredients. Bigfoot. He's a cryptid.
Well, yeah.
Loch Ness. She's out there.
So, Nessie, the Loch Ness Monster isn't real. Yeah, it blows my vacation plans. I was going to go visit Nessie. So anyway, check us out on all your favorite social media sites. Speaking of social media, which took us down the rabbit hole of the internet. Instagram, Beards with Beers Podcast. Facebook, Beards with Beers. Twitter, Beards, WTH Beers. And check out the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Podbean, SoundCloud. Till next time.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.